Hi ladies, welcome back. So today I'm going to show you guys kind of an everyday makeup look for me. This is, I hesitate to say everyday because I don't wear makeup every day. If I'm going to leave the house, if I've got something going on that day or whatever, then I will wear makeup. And if I'm going to wear makeup, I'm kind of an all or nothing person. I do have a video that's kind of a 5-minute quick get ready with me kind of look, and that is definitely more of a summer thing for me when I have some color to my skin. But when I'm this pale and, you know, in the winter and stuff, I'm kind of an all or nothing. I don't really do the half makeup or just a little bit of makeup. I either wear makeup or I don't. That's just me. So I don't want anyone to be like, oh, you wear that much makeup on a daily basis? Well, no, not really, because I just don't wear makeup every single day. But when I do, this is kind of what I do. I don't wear the same eye look every day. I definitely have like probably 5 or 6 go-to eye looks that I switch between. So it just depends on what I'm wearing that day, where I'm going, how much eyeshadow, if I want to wear liquid liner or whatever. So that changes. So I really don't have an everyday one that I can show you and say like, this is what I wear whenever I wear makeup, because that's just not really true. So I just showed you one of my favorite like kind of go-to eyeshadow looks. So yeah, if you want to see how I got this kind of everyday makeup look, then just keep watching. Okay, so let's get started. Now, like I said, this is my everyday makeup look, but it does change. I love to experiment with makeup, so I don't always wear the exact same thing every single day, but this is going to be pretty darn close to it. It's mostly just my eye look and occasionally my foundation that I change, just because I like to try new things, so I change it up a lot. So I just put a little bit of primer on, and this is the Maybelline Baby Skin, which I know I've told you guys about before in one of my favorites videos, but I just kind of run that through my T-zone. I don't get really oily or anything. That's just kind of where my makeup breaks down throughout the day. Okay, so I have been going between these two foundations. I either use this, the Dior Air Flash, or my Revlon Color Stay Whipped. I kind of want to do the Air Flash, because I know, I'm pretty sure I used this in my Thanksgiving Get Ready With Me. I think I used this, so I'm going to use this. Now, there is 1,000,001 ways to apply this. This is a ridiculously expensive foundation. It was a splurge purchase. This is one of the only high-end foundations that I own, and it came very highly recommended, so I wanted to try this. So there's a lot of ways to apply this. Obviously it comes in a spray bottle, so you could just spray your whole face with it. I don't like to do that. You could also use some kind of foundation brush like this. Spray it directly on the brush and then put it on your face. I've been trying it with the Beauty Blender because I just love my Beauty Blender so much. I feel like I never want to use anything else. So I've been using it with this, and so you have to shake it, you know, almost like a paint can. It really does make you feel like you're shellacking your face, but it has the most natural, beautiful finish that like you can't even tell you have makeup on. It's very pretty. So shake it up. And then, I hope you can see this, and then I just spray my thingy. I'm running out. Like I said, I've had this for a long time. And then I just kind of begin working it on the skin. I'm using a new lens today, you guys, and a new kind of like some new lights and a different setup over here so that I can try to film at different times of day. So I apologize if it's kind of weird. I'll figure it out. But anyways, you guys get the idea. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is my eyebrows. And again, I think I said this before in one of my other Get Ready With Me's. It doesn't actually take me that much time to do this. It's just obviously because I'm filming this and talking to you guys and explaining what I'm doing. I can usually do my whole face of makeup, like a full face of makeup, in maybe 10 to 15 minutes. I don't spend forever doing my makeup. Eyebrow on. Next one. Oh, did I forget to show you guys what I was? I'm sorry. See, I'm not like a beauty guru tutorial person. I'm using the Anastasia Dip Brow in Blonde, and this is a Japanesque, just an angled, I think it's probably an eyeliner. It's an angled 240 brush, and I just use that. Okay, I could spend 800 years dinking around with my eyebrows, but for this sake, I'm going to try to hurry. I do usually go over them with the Give Me Brow by Benefit. But unfortunately, I'm pretty much out of this stuff to the point that I don't think anything's actually coming out, but I'm going to pretend and hope that there's a little product there. This just adds a little more color, and then kind of puts them in place and helps them stay where you want them to stay. In case you got those kind of eyebrows that like to go in crazy directions. Okay, so that's eyebrows done. And then I move on to eyelid primer, MAC Paint Pot in Painterly, which I am almost out of. And I have to prime my eyelids because I have veiny eyelids that tend to make makeup slip. And let me know, I mean, I'm happy to do more get ready with me's. It's honestly, you know, these kind where I talk through and show you everything that I'm doing. Obviously those take a lot more time than it does if you just want like a, I guess that's kind of like a watch me get ready thing. So you can still see what I'm doing and using, I'm just not going to sit here and flap my lips at you. Lorac Pro Mega Palette. Again, remember I told you guys, I don't really have an everyday makeup look. There's lots of different makeup looks I use when we're talking about like eye looks. So this is just one of the few that I tend to gravitate towards if I'm in a hurry and I don't want to think about it. So I am taking this shade called Fawn, and it's just a great blending shade. Oh, and this is a Sephora rounded crease brush, and I'm just running that through the crease. And then I'm taking this just kind of like a flat shader brush. It's a deluxe shadow brush. This came in like a brush set that I bought off of Zulily that was really cheap, and I just wanted to try it. And I'm using the shade Cream right here. So just any kind of light shade. And I'm just putting that under the brow bone. I'm so bummed, you guys. My camera, like the card filled up and it doesn't give me any notice. Like I don't know that that happened until... Anyways, it doesn't like beep or tell me or anything, so I ended up like continuing to film for like 2 minutes before I realized that it wasn't filming anymore. So I'm really sorry. I'm just going to kind of show you again where it cut off, and what you missed was that I was putting that matte shade of cream on my, under my brow bone right there. And then I took a little bit of the shimmery shade Sand and put that on top of it under my brow bone. And then I took this shade Sienna, which is just a brown shade, and I put that all over my lid right here. And then put a little bit of the copper shade right in the middle just to add a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of shine. So it was nothing complicated, very simple, just a little bit of eyeshadow on the eyelid. And then I took that same blending brush, went back in with the shade Fawn, and ran that back through my crease again just to blend those together. So it wasn't anything complicated, it wasn't anything difficult, you didn't really miss much. I'm so frustrated, like this is half the reason I don't get stuff filmed, is because I don't really have I feel like my setup is difficult to use, like, and it just drives me crazy because crap like that happens, and then it's like, do I wash my makeup off and start again? I don't really have time to do that. So I'm sorry, I hope that doesn't bother anybody, but that's all you missed. And that's what I'm going to do today, is just use a black liquid liner, and I am using the Tattoo Liner by Kat Von D. It's pretty much the only liquid eyeliner that I use these days. Last time I filmed, I told you guys, I don't know if you're going to be able to see me do this because it's an odd angle. And yes, I know I'm breaking all the rules and you're not supposed to pull on your eyelid to put eyeliner on, but guess what? I have really wrinkly eyelids, and if I don't do it, then it just makes a mess, and this works for me. And that's an important thing to remember in makeup, that yes, there are rules, but if it doesn't work for you and something else does, then just do what works for you. I don't care if I'm not supposed to tug on my eye, it works for me. And then I just give it a little flick. Not much. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but that is one eye done. Yes, indeed, it might be time to crack open a new eyeliner. That one is like barely anything coming out, but okay, the next thing I do is curl my eyelashes. My dog is snoring over there. Stella, they don't want to hear you snore. I got this, I think, in my Ipsy bag. Is the Tarte's Lights Camera Lashes, and I had never tried this mascara before, and honestly the packaging kind of put me off, but I love this stuff, so I will probably be buying a full-size tube, because this is the only mascara I have been using since I got it. The next thing I'm going to do is go in with my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. You guys know I love this product. I've talked about it forever. So I do my little upside down triangle, and then I run a little across my nose. And I know in camera it might look like, oh, that's good, you don't need to put anything else on. But it's not quite, it's meant to be a brightener and not a concealer, so it's not quite enough for me. I know I love my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, but I have also been using the NYX HD Concealer, which is another inexpensive concealer, so I'm going to use that one today. This one is really fair. It's really a light concealer. So it might even actually be too light for me, which is rare because usually I am the lightest shade in anything that's on the market. But minus, I think Estee Lauder makes a foundation that is in the shade Alabaster, and it is like, is it Alabaster? Something like that. And, or no, or is it Bone? I think they make a shade Bone. And it is like white. And that shade is actually too light for me. So I am not the fairest person in the world. Close. Okay, so once I blend that all out with my Beauty Blender, I then keep my Beauty Blender and I take my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, and I just dab my Beauty Blender in there, like so, and use that to apply the Secret Brightening Powder. And I've liked this method, especially in the winter. I feel like it helps it from getting cakey looking. This Beauty Blender is just an amazing tool, and if you don't own one, you really should, because it can be used for so many things. By the way, I kind of use that brightening powder to set anywhere that I put a concealer or like a lighter product. But yeah, this Beauty Blender is an amazing tool. There's so many things you can do with it. Like, it's one of those products I just think everyone should have in their makeup bag is a Beauty Blender. You won't regret it. So now that that is all done and my mascara is dry, I am going to go back in and tight line my upper waterline. This is just the L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Smoldering Eyeliner in black. It's just a very chunky, thick eyeliner, and I just run it on the upper waterline. I'm going to go back into Lorac Pro Mega, and I'm going to grab a little more of that sienna just on like a flat shader brush, and I'm just going to run that under my lash line. And I'm going to go back in with the blending brush and a little bit of the fawn shade, tap that off, and blend it out. And then I'll hit the lower lash line with a little bit of mascara. This is a Morphe B2 brush, and I'm using the Tarte Park Avenue Princess. Then I just, with a light hand, run that on the cheek where you would contour. This brush is a shedding, kind of a shedding brush, but which is kind of annoying, but it's okay. Just run that over my hairline. Then I just grab a blush brush. This is the Morphe S19 brush. I do love this brush very much. And I'm going to use the Balm Instain in Houndstooth. Looks like that. Very pretty shade. Tap that off. And then I'm grabbing my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette, and I am going for Incandescent Light in the middle. the middle shade right here, which is Incandescent Light. And I just take like a little fan brush. This is a Sonia Kashuk brush that got at Target. I just kind of run that over my cheek bones and a little right here on the tops of my cheeks, like right there. Just kind of gives you a little bit of that glow. Okay, so that is everything for the face and blush and all that stuff. And then I just pick a lipstick for the day. This is just a Maybelline lipstick. It's in number 430 Magnificent Mauve. Just kind of looks like that. I'm not going to do lip liner or anything. Just want a light wash of color, nothing crazy. Okay guys, so that is it. This is just kind of an everyday makeup look for me. I hope you enjoyed this and found something helpful or a new product to try. Be sure to subscribe and stay a while if you are not already subscribed, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And I will see you ladies again soon. Bye.